I'll walk you through the setup step by step. If you're working in a group, form a team of 4. If you're working alone, that's fine too. You'll just get to do more experiments. When you're done with this step, click the arrow on the right. Here are 3 people who have ideas about what it's like up in the atmosphere where the clouds are. Discuss. Who do you think is right? Why? To figure out what makes the most water vapor on the sky cup, you'll experiment with the temperature of the ocean and the sky. We'll show you the setup, but don't do anything yet. Just watch for now. You'll start with a plate. That's the ground. For your ocean cup, you can either choose cold water, which is colored blue, or warm water, which is colored red. Pick one and put it on a plate to represent your ocean. Then put a clear cup over to represent your sky, like this. You can change the temperature of the sky by putting a cold bottle or a warm bottle on top of the cup. So you'll be putting water in 2 different places, and you can choose between making them hot or cold. Now that you know this, go to the next step. Get a worksheet for each member of your team. As a team, make a plan. Decide on 4 setups to try. For each setup, decide whether the sky is warm or cold and whether the ocean is warm or cold. Then write that on your worksheet. Everyone writes down the same plan, but each person needs their own worksheet so they can write down their own observations. Discuss and predict. Get your supplies. Each group needs these things. If you're on a team, have each person choose one setup, A, B, C, or D. Take about 10 seconds to decide who has which one. If you're working alone, you'll do all of them. Are you ready? Here's your 10 seconds. Write the letter of your setup on a plate. For example, I picked setup A, so I'm going to write that down right here. Then, on the worksheet, look at what water to use for the ocean and the sky. In this example, I chose a cold ocean and a cold sky. Okay, go to the next step. Set up your experiment like this. Put a small cup on a plate and add the type of ocean you chose. In this example, I chose a cold ocean, so I'm pouring blue water. Then cover it with the sky cup and put the bottle you chose on top. I chose a cold sky in my example too. Okay, go ahead and do this now using the colors and temperatures on your worksheet. For the next 2 minutes, observe all 4 experiments. You're looking for differences. Is there something different happening in the different setups? When the timer stops, record your observations in questions number 1 through 3 on your worksheet. I'll let you know when the timer stops. You ready? Go. Okay, you've been watching for 2 minutes. Now, fill in questions number 1 through 3 on your worksheet. There's one more thing to observe about your experiments. You can't see what's going on under the bottle that's on top of your sky cup. Lift all the bottles off and check underneath. Are the experiments different from each other? Compare them. Then draw what you see on question number 4. Tap on the sky cups in the experiments. Can you make it rain? Discuss. Earlier, you did a drawing of how you thought water gets up into the sky. But now that you've done this investigation, you might have new ideas, so it's time to consider revising your drawing. Draw any new ideas you have about what the ocean and the sky need to be like to make raindrops. Make sure to include words like warm and cold when you label your drawings.